Alright, well, changing some stuff on my bunk boards. Trying to fix this nonsense. This was always kind of temporary. I had one come off a while back. I don't like this carpet. I'm going to redo them all. You can see that other one, man. It's about ready to just come off. But this is just a lag screw. And I'd say don't use these or use them. If you got to in a pinch, it's fine. But when you put them on, you know, put them on with a socket, because an impact gun, you just strip them out. If I can find the right one. Oh, that's why I'm on Metric over here. Yeah, 9/16. So the other ones I'll have to cut off. And I mean, you gotta, I don't know, man. You know, some people, like, what do? You go down into the dock, you know, and launch your boat, use these in a pitch, and then whenever you're done, yeah, or you know, while your boat's tied up, you just replace these. But I like a 3-bolt kind of deal, so them I'll have to cut off. But these I'm going to take off. So this is just a pinch. It's not going to last very long. So I'd recommend, you know, not using these. But you guys do whatever you need to, because it's kind of a pain. It's not kind of a pain, it's a real pain. Anyway, we'll go take the rest of these off. See, these just loosen up, man. It's not good. Not good at all. Which, I don't know, I'll slide it out this way, I guess. Oh, I got one more. I'll probably slide it out that way. No, I might take my belt buckles. Man, I can't talk. Boat buckles. So you see, I got it up on my stand. And these will just get. Can I get it out of there? I don't know if I can. Apparently. Alright, well that was off. Now I get the other one off. And I'm gonna get out the grinder and grind them bolts off. So I guess we'll be back. I got this side off, got the bunk boards off of here. I took my flapper wheel, my grinder. Well, first of all, I took my grinder and cut those bolts off so I could get the bunk boards out. And then I took my flapper wheel and I went around, got rid of any kind of rust that I could find, because even into my fender well, like, I got some rust, and I'd love to redo it, but then I don't want to lose my pinstripes. And I don't know, you know, I'm just trying to fix it a little bit, but you can see I just kind of touched it up. And so now the next thing I want to do is you know, fill up a bucket. I've got, you know, like just some dishwashing liquid and some mean green, and we'll wash it off. So I'm gonna do 1/2 at a time, wash this all off real good, and then we'll go through before we paint it, and I'll just take some acetone and wipe it down before I paint it. And up here is pretty good, you know, I don't have to get too crazy, because I could do the top side. I did underneath, and I may crawl in there again just to check my work, but I think we're gonna paint it, and then we'll be ready to start doing the bunk boards. Okay, I washed it off. Now we're gonna take some of this acetone and a rag. We're gonna wipe it down, and then I'm gonna paint it with some of this here. I got it at Tractor Supply, Rust-Oleum Black Farm Implement. I saw Dalton from Paul Barn Garage use this, so I'm gonna try it out. Actually, I've already tried it out. It works pretty good. And yeah, you can see that after I cleaned it. Let's get out of here and wipe her down. Alright, well, it's kind of dark. Oh, but you can see a little bit. Looks a lot better than what it was. Anyway, here's kind of a good shot there. Like, you see, it's, you know, like, anyway. Then that paint is kind of like self-leveling. So once it dries, like, you can go back over it. I might even put another coat. I haven't thought of, you know, I don't know. May do another coat. Anyway, it looks way better than it was. Just need a lot of attention. We're just we ain't trying to win no contest here. We're just trying to make it look better. But you can go back over it with some, you know, some 300 or 800 grit sandpaper, whatever you want to do there. But you know, it's got a self-leveling compound in it, so it kind of levels itself out. Even this is brushed on, and I mean, you know, it's not gonna look as good as, like, you know, a spray paint job, but this is pretty good, you know, even with all the dust and stuff in the air. And then I just kind of wanted to say, I sort of painted this, which I don't know if it'll come out, if you guys can see it or not, but just a little area just to see what it would kind of look like. I guess my plan is to maybe take this and drill out the rivets, give me a good rivet gun. I need to buy one. and then do some Bondo and build that up and make my fenders look better. But the big thing is, we want to, whoa, I don't know why this does that, but yeah, here's another look at this one. Anyway, it makes it look better than it was. Try to protect it, try to prolong it as long as we can. Anyway, nobody likes to do this stuff, but maybe it'll last another 10 years, who knows. Alright, it's very windy out here today. It's the next day. I guess here's what this kind of looks like in the daylight. It's better, it looks better, but here comes Chucky. Anyway, I guess I could try to hit it again, but it's probably not gonna look much better than that. Obviously, there's some areas I want to go back over, but the big thing was just getting my brackets looking pretty good. And this paint, it kind of soft levels, and it has its different angles where it's like don't look as good, and then it looks all right. So like that one, maybe you could like sand on it a little better and then use that paint. I don't know. Next thing to do though is just get my boards in place, and I'm gonna have to use some clamps to hold it, and then I'm gonna drill through it. Alright, well, I got it kind of started. Obviously, you got to bend your board. So I'm not going to be able to really do it the way I kind of want to, but it'll be just fine. Yeah, it'll be alright. Ideal would be to have this boat off the trailer. So that one on the end, I'm going to wait till I get these on, then I'm going to pull that one over and make my mark for my drill, and then so obviously these things are not perfect, so I'll drill them all the way through, just so I got a mark, so I can pull it back off, and I can find it tall. Some arrows bow this. So then I got this is 13/16. It's about right. I just need to burrow a little bit out of this so it'll recess. Guess the thing to do is just dig in. It should be enough. Yep. Yep. Look green right there. Tank my channel. Whoops. Yep. Not too far. So because I'm gonna have to put this on twice, 3 times maybe, because I gotta get this one in the front, and I'm gonna have to pull the board that way in order to make the hole. So get a 7/16 little wrench and it'll bring those bolts in. Anyway, 7/16. Yeah, that's gonna be the trick, is that because it's not true lumber, I guess. Now we can kind of put it back on. See if I can get the last one. Or at least, yeah, I don't know. I think I gotta go all the way back on with it, so I guess that's what I'll do next. And I may have to take, I don't know, this is gonna be a little puzzle, so see what I can figure out. Alright, let's talk hardware. So I got these 3/8 inch carriage bolts. Okay? Point this a little better, I guess. And so I drill a hole. I got a little scrap piece of wood, right? It's 3/8. And then I took my drill and with a paddle bit and have a recessed. The problem that I'm having with these is you can't grip a hold of this. You can't put a box wrench on this. So then when it gets to up here, it's just going to spin. So I don't know that this is but I like the idea that this is domed. So the carpet would be there, and then it just wouldn't touch this. So we could try, like this is my experiment. I'm gonna drill a hole. Yeah, I guess I didn't have that very tight. Okay, so I drilled a hole. Started. Alright. And then I put my carriage bolt. Right. So I'm gonna go get something to run it down. Or maybe I'll be able to run it down all the way. Alright, so now I'm starting to get a little pressure. So I'm going to get a bolt in that and run it up. Alright, let me get everything I need. I got a, you know, this is a 16 3/8. It's a 3/8 bolt, but 16 pitch, and then we got a washer, and we're just gonna put this on here and then run it up. I gotta grab my socket, and we're gonna see if this will go down to the wood enough. Yeah, it was 9/16, so I've got my, and we'll just see how this goes. Whoop, wrong way. See how it's just gonna spin. So you know, you could probably try to get it started with a wrench, maybe. So let me grab a 7/16 so that it won't spin. So then we got a 7/16, right? We're gonna put it right there like so. I mean, it's a little, actually, yeah, I should have known better. It's like a 3/8, right? Sorry, I've been making some house calls, so I had all my tools in the truck. I'll find the right wrench. So here's the 3/8. So that won't go on there. Okay. So let's do something like this, which I've done before and has worked, right? I need my longer socket. Where did I do the bit? Here it is. I need a deep well socket for this. So let's see what happens when we release this now. See, because it's really tight in there. See what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what are you gonna do here? I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully this is all coming out. I don't know. Alright. See, now it's just gonna turn. So we could try to grab it on the outside, which was a trick that I've done before, and I recessed it and it kind of worked. Now, for whatever reason, it's not really working for me. Now I can get it sort of recessed into the wood. Now let's see if I can pull it in enough. And then it just turns. So I don't know if you can see that or not. And I suppose you could try to do it with just a socket and a socket wrench. Let's see if I can hold this while I do it, but you can see that it's turning. Yeah, just do that. I guess you couldn't really see that, because I kind of need to put pressure on it while I do this. Let's see if I can get another shot of it. I'll hold it and you can see that it's turning. There's some little bitty letters right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's just turning. So I think what the solution really is that, and now I may not ever get this off. I'm just gonna sacrifice it, and it is what it is. It's gonna come off. But I can't really reuse this. You know what I mean? Well, I could, I guess. But I probably won't. Just because the bolt heats up, and then once it heats up, you know, you use it a few times, then they say it has like stress. And the bolt is a lock nut, but I'll probably reuse the washer. But I don't know that we reuse this bolt. So this is the dilemma, like, because you want to fix it where you've got a through bolt in the board. You don't want to use those lag screws. At least I don't. I think that they fail. So I'm gonna go take these back, or at least the ones that I didn't use, and then I'm gonna buy some 3/8 with they're just hex head. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna go back to Lowe's. I also gotta do a couple errands, and I'll get some 3/8 hex head bolts with some washers, and we'll drill and recess the hole so, you know, the boat's not gonna touch the bolt. I mean, it just, anyway, you get the idea. All right. So what I got is some bolts, some washers, and some stainless steel 3/8 washers. And then we got some 2.5, and I got 2-inch. Since I tried my other trick before, I'm just going to use these first because I can get them in there. And hopefully I got enough meat, see, to make it so. So now, just got to get a wrench, or I mean a socket. I'll put it on there. So hang on, I'm not ready, of course. Alright, so I just get a 9/16 socket. And of course, we're gonna need the shallow socket. Alright, so got a shallow socket. I don't have a lot of room, see? Have to even, you know, try to get this up even a little bit higher in order to get this in. So let me see. Figure something out. You know, I don't know. But what we need to do before all that takes place is take our silicone and put it through there so that and I might see if I even have a shorter socket than that. So let me see what because if I know probably my Craftsman wrench might work on this. So, but we need to fill this hole with silicone. So we'll take our bolt back out, and then we'll fill it up when I get ready. So let me see if I can find a shorter socket. Okay, I found one that fit up in there. So I got a Craftsman this size, and that'll fit in there. This is the only wood I think really I may have to struggle to get out, but And that's just because I did it wrong, but we're doing it right this time. So, poke a hole there. I'm going to squeeze some of this here silicone. And then that'll seal any water from getting down there and rotting the wood out. And we'll make sure it's dry before we put the boat on it and all that stuff. Anyway, get our socket in there. And whoop, of course. Alright. There we go. And then when we're done, just gonna kind of wipe that area out. And we're gonna fill that hole. And I got the bug man here, treat for termites. So it's kind of loud, but got my carpet laid out here. Now you can buy bunk board carpet. I just got a lot of extra because I can make more bunk boards for everybody, but essentially I'm just gonna measure off 12 inches and I'm gonna go ahead and cut them all out. I got one already cut, but I need one for the long one that I just did. So we'll just measure. I got a little pin. I'll measure out 12 inches all the way down here and cut it. So not too much to know there. So anyway, that's where we're at. And so yeah, we got the one bunk board on, and it's slow going, but we're getting there. Hopefully by today I have at least one side done. That's what it looks like. Looking good. I'll be back. Alright, you guys, don't use these kind of staples. I mean, crown staples are what you want, but if you look on here, if it'll focus, I don't know if it'll focus or not, but if you look over there, there's that little house and it says indoor. So these would rust. So we're gonna have to go get some more staples from my stapler. And I mean, you know, spent some money on these, but yeah, they say indoor. So when you look for them and you look for staples, make sure you get the ones that say either outdoor or stainless steel. So they got the emblem right there. Alright, I finally got some staples. So these were just some 18 gauge staples for my gun and 1/4 inch crown, so it's 3/4 inch, and my gun is, you know, it seems long, but that's what I could find. So it'll say, you know, your gun will say something like, just so you know, I don't know, but it'll be something like, you know, and it'll tell you like here operating pressure, and then fastener length. So 1 inch is the you know, the the maximum, and then, you know, 1/4 inch, 6.4 millimeters. Anyway, so just make sure I got staples and whatever I got in here. I'm gonna take them out. And I just got a bunch because I'm gonna shoot a bunch. So, and then I got my carpet up here, of course, and I just want to make sure that this will fold over. So I'm actually gonna pull it just a little farther. I want it to fold, yeah, right to about where my first cut is. That way it's just a thing. And then, like, you know, I want to use my carpet adhesive. I got a couple jars of that. Of course, the sun is bright over here now. Alright. I got some tool oil, because, you know, every once in a while you want to put a couple of drops of oil in there. And what else? Oh, so I guess the thing is, I got a lathe right here. I'm gonna come over and do, like, see, I don't know if I can show you, but this carpet, once I get it in, it's gonna be like right in the middle. So I'll make a relief cut so this will fold real easy, and I want it to be, you know, like about right in the middle of the thing. So I don't even know, maybe I can show you, I don't know. See, so I'm gonna butter this part, and then this part I won't. Or I haven't really decided yet, but I just want to get this edge on first. You know, kind of a straight line. And then, you know, I don't know, I could always pull it back and try to butter this back part. I guess we'll see when I get it, but that's the general idea of it, is like, you're gonna put a staple there, and then when you pull it tight and everything, you're gonna put another staple on the other side. Right now I just gotta figure out how to back butter this, you know, on the other side. So I'm just gonna lift it up and I'm just gonna put a bunch in here, pull it tight, put a bunch on the sides. Just you know, keep going with it, I guess. Alright, well, I got it all the way to the end, basically. So, when you start, man, like if you're going up this way, and then you start coming back this way, or you go up that way, whichever way it is you go, you gotta go all the way. You can't go to one end and jump back to the other end or anything like that. Because you gotta make this tight, you gotta pull it tight, you gotta butter this all up so that, you know, and I'll cut the excess off when I'm done. So I'll just trim it because I got a little work to do. And so then, you know, too, like on here, we're just gonna fold it. I want to fold it up underneath. So there's a bunch of different ways I guess you could go about this. One, again, just make sure you're good and tight everywhere. Like this is a little bit loose, so whenever I get ready, like right here, I'm gonna hit this again. You know what I mean? Just make sure that's tight, because once you make your cuts and everything, you're gonna have to really, you know. I just put extra ones in there. Just try not to like shoot it in your face or something. So on the cuts, there's obviously a couple ways we could do it. You know, we want it to go under though. You know what I mean? So I just make one cut like this, you know, even just slightly at a diagonal. Just make sure, you know, you got too much, just, and then not quite all the way to the corner, but close. And then now because we got two pieces, you know, because what we're going to end up doing is wrap this. So this is a little long, you know, on this end. So, you know, we take off about this much. And same thing here. Alright, and then we're just going to make our cuts to the corner, not quite all the way. And then hopefully I got enough carpet stuff left to do the end. I think I do. We'll just peel this back and we're gonna butter it. It's like butter and bread. And then, you know, you can fold this up, it's fine, but we want to trim it off. Gotta get it nice and tight everywhere. I'll just fold this guy up underneath. Man, the thing is, like, if you have a little bit here that you need to trim off, like this would be a good time, but Honestly, I'm just gonna make her tight. And just send her over. Come on. Oh. And then later on, I'll go and I'll trim around my bracket. You know, I just want that to be looking nice. And anyway, that's kind of, you know, that's what I do. But you know, you can trim it later. Just make sure it's got enough in there to hold it. Now I gotta do the other end. Okay, I got it all trimmed up. Oh, that's how it looks. Looks not, oh, I gotta trim this piece in the middle. I ain't got it all trimmed up. Get pretty close though. I think I'll trim that one up once I get underneath there, maybe for the other one. Yeah, I just get that one middle piece. I gotta trim up, no big deal, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Anyway, it'll be better than it was, definitely.